I've come up with the perfect cinematic camera rig for the Osmo Pocket 2. Let's talk about it. What I was trying to achieve here was getting my Osmo Pocket 2 to feel like my other cameras feel on a real gimbal or a regular size gimbal. You know what I'm talking about. It has a weight to it. You can put a briefcase handle on it. You can get those low shots. You can get complete control of that gimbal. With the Pocket 2, it's a little different because you're holding it in one hand and you don't have a ton of control with it. You don't have that full range of feel that you get with a full-size gimbal. So that's what I mean by cinematic rig for the Osmo Pocket 2. This is, I feel like, as cinematic as this thing can get. I started off with my Ulanzi MT33 flexible tripod. I've talked about this tripod in a few other videos, but my main video on it is right here in a card. And you can check it out, but I'd recommend waiting and checking it out at the end. But it's a pretty inexpensive flexible tripod, between 20 and 25 bucks, and it has a lot going for it. So it has a 1/4-inch screw mount here. You can add stuff to it. The top turns into a phone mount, and it has another key feature for this rig, which is a cold shoe mount right here on the side. Now, that leads us to my top handle. This is just a regular cold shoe top handle. The specific one I'm using, I'll link below, which is a U-rig top handle, and it's a great top handle. It has a ton of screw mounts on it, which leads us to the next piece to it, which is any magic arm that you can come up with. This specific one, I think, ran me about 20, 25 bucks. Again, I will link a couple options of these down in the description, so you can go ahead and rig yours out pretty easily, and you can make this as expensive or inexpensive as possible. But this complete rig out here was a little less than 50 bucks. I say that, but I've pieced this together over time. This is all stuff I already had from shooting with my other cameras. I didn't just buy all these things to rig out my Pocket 2, but I was like, I need this Pocket 2 to feel like a regular gimbal. And so for the last few days, I've been shooting with it like this and just trying to get some really fun shots. And lastly, you add your phone mount clip to the top of it and you have a monitor on your gimbal. So if an external monitor for your camera doesn't count as a cinematic rig, I don't know what else does. So this gives you the ability to hold your briefcase handle, AKA the top handle, get low with it, and do some jib shots up. I think the best setting for some of these shots is going to be to set it in the tilt lock mode, because you can get on your focus point, and I'm just gonna record real quick this tree, and you can lower, get real close to the ground, and you could raise it up real comfortably, getting it way above your head, release that handle, and keep walking with it. You can get those really cool shots, really steady, feeling like you have complete control of this camera. What do you guys think? Would you like to rig out your Pocket 2 like this? Mind you, it doesn't make it a pocket camera much anymore, but it does make it a cinematic beast. And if you've been following my channel beyond Pocket 2 stuff, you might know that my family and I are taking an RV trip, and we are going across country in an RV, hitting national parks, hitting a lot of historic places, Route 66, all that stuff. And I was going to buy a new gimbal for my mirrorless camera, but I'm thinking now that I'm just going to rock my Pocket 2 when I need gimbal shots, and I'm just gonna rig it out like this. And I think it's going to give me every gimbal shot I could possibly want, even using like my FX30 or one of my more expensive cameras, minus, you know, your depth of field and stuff like that. But I can splice them together and get the shots I want regardless. I've always felt confident with the Pocket 2 with adding shots from it to shots from my ZVE10 that I'm shooting this on, or my FX30. And I feel confident throwing those shots in there, and that nobody's gonna criticize them and say anything about it, because like, this is a beautiful camera and so fun to shoot with. So what do you guys think? A good little rig out? Leave a comment below on your thoughts. And if you're gonna buy any of the parts for it, I would really appreciate it if you'd use the affiliate links, because it does help me keep making videos here. Otherwise, hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this. Next week, I'm gonna talk about a couple of new pieces of gear I got from my other cameras. So if you're interested in camera gear for mirrorless cameras, sliders, coming up in the next video, hit that bell notification. And guys, until next week, Please do check out my full playlist on the Pocket 2 for more information about this camera, how to use it best and all that. Go shoot something awesome. Don't forget to post your work because you should feel proud of it. Peace out, guys. I'll see you next week with another one. Later.